Hello and welcome back to Life is Feudal Forest Village. Our little village is continuing to grow. We're back up to we're 57. We're up to 57 after being at 90 and dropping all the way down into the 20s. We're back up to 57 population. So we're growing, and we have a decent food supply right now, and we're just starting spring, and we got some pigs going. By pigs I mean pig. We are definitely going to need, what am I doing here? We got oats here, potato, flax, potato. What do we got going here? Wheat. Yeah, we're definitely going to need oats. I may even, you know what? I may even put the second guy on this farm just to make sure that we get these oats, because it's going to be important. We're actually chewing through our oats pretty quick here. I may even. We have anywhere where we could put a potatoes, flax, potatoes. Hopefully this will give us enough oats. I could take you off that, but I'm not going to worry about it. I don't have any major job demands at the moment. We've got a full complement of people gathering. Half of our hunters are on duty, so hopefully we can keep the animal population around the city down. That'll be handy. We've got a decent wood supply, decent firewood supply, and we are making tools again for right now. Once we get another decent surplus of tools, I'll probably stop that, because we'll end up chewing through our ore. We do have a lot of ore stored up, so that's not too big of an issue right now. Oh, that barn is full. It means people will have to travel to other barns from over here, all the gathering and stuff going on over here. This barn will then get filled up, which is okay. And this barn is actually getting a decent collection of eggs, so this has worked out, placing that barn there. So that's not too bad. There's definitely more decoration stuff that we haven't even looked into here. We've got pointers, big pointers. We've got stone gates, stone walls, pillars, fences, wooden gates, all sorts of fun decoration stuff that you can look into. But we're not going to worry too much about that right now. We want to try and grow get ourselves to a nice stable village here, and then we can think about maybe decorating it. Because right now we just look terrible, right? I mean, it's not a terrible village, I guess. I didn't mean to pause the game. Our chickens are doing well for us. Good supply of eggs, and we're getting meat from that. I'm not sure what we get from the pigs. I guess we slaughter them once they grow up and stuff. Can't. I think I can only have. I can't increase the amount of people working the pig farm. So yeah, at some point I might put a house over here. It's near a barn, it'll be near the pastures, and make it a decent sized house. We got like 5 people not doing much of anything. So let's at least get them, I don't know, gathering resources. We'll get them chopping down trees and stuff in the area. We are well into summer. We have a hopefully good solid food supply. Yeah, we're looking at about 8,000 food. Where'd the fish come in? We don't have anybody doing fish. Are they just in a barn where nobody's grabbing it? It's 3 there. 3 there. 2 there. Yeah, there's some fish hanging out. People aren't eating the fish. I guess they don't want the fish. They don't like fish. We could think about setting a goal to try and get the final. I think there's only one animal left, and that's that would be good for us to get the warm winter clothing. You know, we now have. We're not building anything right now. I should probably do. We should probably do a little bit more terraforming, because that's how we roll. We're gonna do some terrible terraforming. Let's see, can we do here? Let's see. Let's terraform all of this, not up, but we'll end up wanting to go down here. I need to be able to see right there. Alright, so we'll get that terraforming done. It'll take a little while. We actually have a bunch of people that can do it, so it might actually go fairly quickly. And yeah, it looks like we're definitely gonna pull in some oats, which will be good. They're fast growing. Hopefully we get more than enough to basically keep our chickens and pigs in check here. We'll sort of see where we're at sort of next year in terms of our oats. But I have the 2 people working that field already. I think, is this a 2-person field? It is. We only have 1 working right now. We have the bodies. We can throw the second one on there and help out. We'll see. We got a solid amount of wheat. I mean, we could be making bread and stuff. We can definitely we definitely have the resources to do this. Do we do it? Let's do it. Let's set our final journey. We'll have to make the old meat pies, the fish pies, and the veggie pies. The fish pies are going to take a little while because we don't have any fish, but we can get a couple people working on the old vegetable pies, and we can switch this over to the meat pies, and we can get a couple people working the meat pies. And we have no children, and that's probably because I think we're probably at our population maximum. I don't think that we have any more room to grow here. Yeah, these houses are all filled up. These improved shacks, they're all built up. So yeah, right now we are full. We're full to the max. We could think about starting to grow our population again, but we're gonna wait till next year. Next year we'll maybe build another house. This year what we'll do is we'll continue to build up our food supply. We should be in good shape. It's early fall. We're going to be harvesting more potatoes. We've got a solid base of gathering and hunting. And we even have a lot of these eggs coming in. And we're, making these veggie pies. We're going to make these meat pies as well. And they'll get loaded up on the ship. I guess we should we'll have some builders. Builders taking care of that, loading up the ship, and also doing a bunch of odd jobs. So building is on fire. Where are we on fire? Oh yeah, let's get that barn out. I haven't lost anything to fire. What's this? Limit has been reached. Oh, are we at like 10,000? We want. Let's go, I don't know. It's definitely not. Let's go 20,000. food doesn't go bad, so you can... Food reserves are low. Can the barn be repaired? Because it's got like a big hole in the roof now. How can my food reserves be low? I literally have about 10,000 units of food right now. Got 150 tools. Tools haven't been delivered yet, but we have more than enough tools and clothing. The waters. The water, once the water is done, then they'll start delivering the tools. I've got the wood in there already. Yeah, we're gonna get these pies. They're gonna come through. We already have, oh wow, we already have a stockpile of some of the pies, so we actually almost have all of the meat pies and the veggie pies that we're gonna need. You know, if they don't get eaten. Right, so that building's almost full. This building is full. Nothing else can go here. You know, well, they'll eat some of this. We should probably get more. Get a house out here. Right now we have 8 people supporting Gatherer's Hut, which is not a full-time thing. A Hunter's Cabin, which is not being full-time. Forester's Lodge, another Gatherer's Hut. We could get, you know, another Gatherer's Hut or Hunting Lodge out here as well. They could also be supplying, you know, people for the mines and stuff, but we don't have them in operation right now. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Looks like we're gonna lose some wheat. We didn't do a good job with the wheat. And we're gonna lose some potatoes again. We always do. Yeah, we're making more clothes. Yeah, we got all the meat pies delivered. That's fantastic. We can actually stop you guys from doing that. We can switch you over to fish pies. That'll be fine because we'll start getting some fish very soon here once we start pulling people off of their regular summer jobs. And veggie pie, we got veggie and meat pies. We're done. Look at that. Do I keep someone making? I might as well keep making the veggie pies. It's using up the. I guess I don't have a lot of the flour. I mean, I guess I could have somebody have a couple. Did I not take the people off of here? Oh no, they're making the fish pies now. Never mind. Once I shut down some bakery operations here, we'll probably need more flour. So I'll probably shut down the veggie pies for right now. Maybe have those people make some flour out of some of the grain that we have. And so it looks like our fields are done. It's early winter. We can pull our gatherers off because they're not doing anything useful. We can pull our farmers off. We can get fishing going. And we can get our hunting going. Oops. There. And we got, 4 extra bodies. Get this back up here. We could get 6 people going there. And then we could think about what do we want? Our other people will just do the random odd jobs that we have around, like chopping down some trees and doing some terraforming as we're into winter. It's so nice to have so much food. Like, look at all that food that we have. Still over 10,000 food, and we're still bringing in meat, meat and fish. Let's check out our pig farm here. Oh, we got 2 pigs now. That's great. Should we think, what else can we make here? fruit pie needs the milk. Definitely on the old fish pie. We'll get that all made up here. Yeah, look at that, we already got a couple of fish pies, and we're getting a stockpile of fish brought in. Not a lot of food over here. A lot of the grain is over here. Got a little bit of the grain over here. And they'll be making some flour, which we're gonna need anyway for our next shipment. Oats, we have about 700, so we did kind of okay on the oats. We may want to think about doing a little more oats. Next year. Yeah, it'd be really nice if there comes a point where you can, you know, set up someone to actually move resources between the various warehouses and stuff. That would be very, very, very handy. And I know it's something that they are actually looking into and working on, so that'll be interesting. Much more useful for like sort of you know, managing how your resources are divvied up. And that way maybe you could even develop sort of like a town center where you could have some warehouses in town and build some housing around it such that their food supply is close by. Maybe their job won't be. Looks like you're done making clothing again for the year. We could take you off that. You're not doing anything useful. I guess you got one clothing. Shouldn't you be able to make one? No, you're shy by one flax. We'll put you back into the general gene pool. Oh, did we lose a fisherman? Did somebody die? Did I just not put a full 12 on? So yeah, 57 looks like our population limit. And our food's pretty good. So I don't know, should we build a big house? Little house? Little house on the prairie? We could build a big house over here. Or we could build a small one. Or we could build a hostel. How big is that? Does it say anything about the hostel? Temporary house where people eat and get warm during cold seasons. Extremely low pregnancy chance. Capacity 18 residents. Well, that's interesting. We don't have one of those. We should probably build like just a temporary place somewhere in town, right? I guess having the hostel would be handy because then, you know, people could... Let's see. Sort of in the center of town. Seems like something we'd want in the center of town. Extremely low pregnancy chance. Temporary house where people can get warm during cold seasons. Yeah, so it won't... Where's the entrance to the hostel? I can't... Kind of near the beach there. Can't put it there. Yeah, let's build a hostel. We haven't built one. Why not, right? It is... Oh, we're into spring. Look at that. Our food supply as we go into spring, it says food reserves are low because we're under 10,000, I guess, because I set it up to 20,000. But we have a good solid base of food. Has our ship gone? What are we waiting on? No, we're just waiting on them to finish the the construction and sending it off. So our ship will get sent off here pretty shortly. We can stop making the fish pies for now. Take the people off. We'll keep using making some of the flour because we're going to need that for a little while. But yeah, we can basically think about taking our people off the fishing. You know, getting people back into all of our growing operations. So we're already at 500 oats to start the season, and we haven't grown any. We might have to grow some more oats here. Don't know that I want to take away from like the potato farm. Just build one more farm. Should we do another farm for oats? Oh, that number is builders. Ah, okay. So this number here where it says 1 and 2, that's actually just not the number of workers, but that's like I think that's the number of builders that are required. But let's build a field there. I don't know when that'll get built, so we might not get much of a harvest out of that. But we definitely don't want to run out of oats, so the other option is to switch one of our potato farms. Get all our gatherers going here. One of the other options is this year to switch one of our potatoes. We already have 6,000 potatoes, so let's switch one of our potato farms to oats here. And we may switch off this to something else. I don't know what we'll make there. But we've started building on the hostel. That's good. We're bringing the stuff over. This it's not complete. You know, we got a bunch of stuff that's sort of like half complete. We need 13 builders to complete all the jobs that we have ongoing, and we just don't have that right now. But that's okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna wrap it up here in spring. I hope you've been enjoying this look at Life is Feudal Forest Village. Our village is doing all right, and we're going to try and grow in a much more controlled fashion. We're going to try and keep a really, really high amount of food and keep our food coming in as we grow. So that's the plan, and we'll sort of see how that goes. But until next time, Delgar.